Okay, we're back. Okay, sorry. So titles are freaking important. Here's one of the biggest keys I can give you on setting your title. Setting your title is putting the game in the fucking title. Seriously, put the game in the fucking title. It seems ridiculous. And by putting the game, I mean put the exact name of the game in the title. And here's why. You're gonna be like, what? Why would I put the exact name of the game in the title? If you go on Twitch's homepage right now, if you go on Twitch's homepage and in the little search bar that's up there in the top left, top right, and you start typing in the name of a game, it does not pull up the game. It pulls up streams with that name in it. So here's what you want to do for your stream. And let me clear my throat. Hold on. Okay, so yes, if you put the name of the game, or at least what people are going to type in that search bar, if you put exactly what people are going to type in that search bar, what you're going to have is you're going to have people who come in, and people who are totally new to Twitch, go up there in that little search bar, type in the name of the game, and whose stream are they going to see? They're going to see yours, which is going to bring in what we always came around to, more stream traffic. That's what we need. That's what you need to grow, is stream traffic. Literally, that is the most important thing. Like I said, we're going to continually come back to it, but it's going to bring more new people to your stream. And especially, that will bring in brand new people. Brand new people to Twitch are some of the most important follows you can get, because they will be loyal as fuck to you. Like, seriously, brand new people to Twitch will be loyal as fuck. So literally, if you go to the main page of Twitch and type in whatever game you're looking for, you're gonna get streams with that exact name in it. So here's what this means. It's if you're making, for instance, when we were playing The Division recently, we were having trouble coming up with a title, because we wanted to come up with titles like The Long Division or How to Do Math/Division, whatever. And none of those are good, because when people are going onto Twitch's homepage and typing in The Division, they're not going to get your stream. They're going to get other streams that literally have The Division typed in as in somewhere in their stream title. So it doesn't matter where it's at, as long as it's in your stream title somewhere. Somewhere in your stream title, it will make your game have more stream traffic, which is exactly what you want to get. The other thing that's going to bring in more stream traffic is, to be honest with you, clickbait. Fucking clickbait. This shit right here, you want that shit. You hate it, but you want it. You hate it, yet you absolutely want to do it. And what I mean by that is anything that's like giveaways, anything that's like, you want to give away stuff, you want to do anything that makes you want to click on it. Anything that makes you want to click on it. So what that means is, like, when you're looking at other games and you're looking at other streams and you're looking at anything like that, and you're looking through the streams, not necessarily at that very first one, and you go, oh my god, what's this? And you click on it, anything that makes you stop and click on it, that shit you need to start incorporating in yours. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, and you hate it. You're like, why the fuck would I do this? But yet it brings more people. It brings more people to your stream. So anything that you can have that's like clickbait. So what that means is anything that's sexy, giveaways, special events, anything like that. Like, seriously, like, I mean, sex sells. Special events are awesome. If you're doing a cosplay of some sort, if you have some sort of costume, putting that shit in there. Like, if I see something ridiculous, I'm like, what the fuck do they mean? I'm gonna click on that shit. If they have an awesome giveaway, I'm gonna go to that shit. Giveaways are awesome for that. We talked about that before, but I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, if somebody's having a 1-year Twitch anniversary, I'm gonna click on that shit. Let people know that as the very, very, very first thing in your title. Your clickbait, you should have a clickbait almost every single stream, and it should be the very first thing in your title. We fucked up on this one. We don't have any clickbait. I didn't know what to put. I mean, literally, like, I probably could have put boobs and then Viagra for your stream. But, you know, to be honest with you, like, we had no idea what to put here. So, the other thing is, don't make it a fucking dumb name. This shit right here, do you see that shit? Watch and learn. Is anyone ever going to click on that? No, that's why he's got 0 viewers. This is a completely made up account, by the way. But I mean, seriously, like, don't make it a stupid fucking name. Like, that's the last thing you want to do. Viagra isn't clickbait. It absolutely is clickbait, though. Blood Reaper, it absolutely is clickbait. And that's the thing. Like, that's why we came up with the title of Viagra For Your stream. The title in itself is clickbait. It 100% is. It is. Growing inches overnight. Absolutely. Clickbait. 100%. The other thing that you want to do with your stream title, and this is a big thing that I see a lot of people fucking up on, is a lot of people want to let people know information about what they're doing. They want to let people know, like, hey, I'm doing this on PC, or I'm speaking English. No fucking shit, you're speaking English. Do not include the title, the language of your game, of your stream. No matter what. I know it sounds ridiculous. You're like, but I don't want people to come into my stream and go, you know, like, speaking English and I speak Russian. If you have somebody that comes by your stream that speaks English and you're speaking Russian the whole time, doesn't matter. That's one more person that came by your stream. Let them come by and find a different stream afterwards. You know, like, they're not going to follow no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't want to follow, they're not going to follow no matter what. If they don't want a Russian stream, they're not going to follow no matter what. But for like 5 fucking seconds, you had somebody that came by your stream. That's one more impression you could have made. That's one more person that you maybe get to follow. I've actually followed foreign-speaking players, foreign-speaking Twitch streamers, because they were hyped as fuck. I have no idea what the fuck they're saying, but I loved the fucking stream. So literally, don't put the language in the stream. Also, don't put whatever platform you're playing on. There's a lot of people who will not click on your stream because you're playing on PC. There's a lot of people who will not click on your stream because you're playing on PS4. Do not put whatever platform you're playing in the title. There's no point in it. It literally sends people away. He got so happy. Yeah, I mean, like, don't put that shit in your stream title. Just don't include the language. Don't include the game, the platform you're playing on. They don't need to know that. They can find that out once they get to your stream. And that's one more person. That's one more person that comes by your stream that you can influence. And that's the point. More stream traffic. Period. I'm going to bring that up a lot. More stream traffic. Hype is the universal language. Yes. All right. So we are coming to one of the next questions that was asked a lot in the question section, which is squality. Squality. And what I mean by this is stream quality. Absolutely stream quality. So we're going to talk about, let's talk about not doing this shit. So if no one knows the story behind this little piece here, this masterpiece, if you will, if no one knows what the story is behind this, this was supposed to be Jesus. And they hired somebody else to do this, and it came out like this. It's fucking terrible. How does that look like Jesus? You don't want your stream to look like this. And all you have to do is get the right fucking settings. That's it. So if you're on OBS or XSplit or anything like that, if you're on OBS or XSplit, anything like that, this is universal. Get your shit together, and this is what I mean. Do not, despite the glorious PC gaming master race, do not stream games in 1080p. Do not do it. There is not enough bandwidth currently on Twitch to stream games in 1080p. So unless you're streaming at like 6,000 kilobits per second, which Twitch doesn't allow. Twitch doesn't allow it. The most you can stream on Twitch is 3,500. So until Twitch allows a higher bandwidth and a higher bit rate, do not stream 1080p. We are currently streaming 1080p. Ignore this. I'm just kidding. We are currently streaming 1080p, and I'll explain why in just a second. But here's the reason. I'll explain why in a second, but for right now, understand that always stream in 720p. So somewhere in your OBS, there's a resolution downscale. Set that shit to 720 or lower if you don't have a good internet connection. That brings me to bitrate. Here's the thing. If you don't have a good enough internet connection, some of this cannot apply to you, but if you are a non-partnered streamer, 2,000. 2,000 bitrate for non-partnered streamers. The other thing is, if you are a partner streamer, go to the maximum. Do it. Go to the fucking maximum you can. Go to 3,500 if you can, if your internet can support it. Because, to be honest with you, like, you have quality controls. People can put it in high. People can put it in low. People can put it in medium. Do not go, like, don't go lower. I mean, if you have to because of your internet, there you go. But But yeah, if your bitrate is measured in megabits per second, you're gonna have a bad time. So definitely make sure you can support these, but 2000 is not hard to meet. Go to the max if you're partnered, or here's the other really huge tidbit. If you are streaming and you get hosted or rated or whatever, you just end up with enough viewers where you get quality controls, you can change your bitrate mid-stream. Yes, true story, it's one of the few settings on OBS, I'm not sure about XSplit, but you can change your bitrate mid-stream. If you end up with quality settings, set that shit to the max if you can. If you start dropping frames, definitely drop it back down, but you can change your bitrate mid-stream. The other thing that I want to let you guys know is if you are a non-partner streamer, do not stream in 60 FPS. Do not stream in anything more than 30 FPS. People will not be able to watch your stream. It will also look like shit. Stream in 30 FPS. Trust me when I say stream in 30 FPS. Understand that 720p at 60 FPS is literally the exact same number of bits that is required for 1080p at 30 FPS. You still can't do it. There's not enough bitrate to make it look clear. So don't do it. The other thing is, let's talk about dropping frames. If your internet sucks, you want to drop the base, not the frames, is what I'm trying to say. Is if your internet sucks, don't stream that high. Get it where you don't drop frames. Drop frames is the worst fucking thing that you can really have on your stream. It literally will send people away quicker than anything else that you can do. Here's another way you can keep from dropping frames. I even see pro streamers, established partner streamers constantly dropping frames because they don't have this setting set. In your OBS or XSplit, set OBS or XSplit to high encoding priority. What this means is set it to high priority either in your task manager or in OBS. I know you can set it literally in the settings to where it automatically is set to above average or high. Here's why. You want OBS or XSplit or whatever streaming processing software you're using to have the most priority you can. And here's why. Because you don't want to be playing the game and you're sitting there playing it in 60 FPS and all of a sudden you're dropping frames. If your viewers are getting shitty frames, but you're viewing it just fine, you're sacrificing your viewers' pleasure for yours. And your viewers come first. Your viewers come first. So set your encoding priority to high, and what it will do is it will lower your frames probably in game whenever OBS needs it. So you're gonna have a few less FPS in game, like when OBS needs it, but that's about it. It's only when it needs it. So like, yeah, you may have like it may be harder to run certain games, but you're not gonna have drop frames anymore. You're not gonna have drop frames just because your CPU maxed out. Like I was playing The Division and my CPU was 100%, but I had no drop frames. 0 drop frames because your viewers come first. So if you have to suffer lower frame rates for your viewers to not have drop frames, fucking do it. So, I mean, it's one simple setting that literally keeps you from dropping frames. So then the only thing that should make you drop frames is if your internet fucks up. That's it. Like, I cannot believe I have to tell people this, but that's how it is. That's it. It's one fucking setting. One setting. Here's the other thing. Here's why we're streaming in 1080p. Slow-ass games equal higher quality. If you are streaming games that are slow as fuck, meaning not a lot going on stream, if there's not a lot going on stream, you could set it to 1080p because here's the deal. Encoding is dependent entirely on the amount of motion on the screen. So when you're streaming something like a slideshow or Darkest Dungeon or 2D games or something like that don't have a lot of movement, you can put it in 1080p just fine. I mean, I wouldn't even say games like League of Legends because there's still a lot of camera movement. Like there's a lot of pixels that are moving, but you kind of want to look at the picture as a whole and say, how much of this is stationary? And if there's a lot that's stationary, stream it in 1080, man. Do it. Fucking do it. Yeah, I could have streamed this in 60 FPS, but there was no point. You know, like, to be honest with you, still do 30 FPS if you can. I stream in 60 FPS because I want you guys to experience the way I can, and I stream it at the highest quality I can. I process the fucking shit out of the video to hopefully give you guys amazing thing. That flopping base was moving pretty fast. Oh yeah, absolutely. So you can stream in 1080p if if the game is a very slow game. So make sure you guys definitely look at, like, you know, say like I said, Darkest Dungeon is one of the few ones I can look at. Another one I would say look at doing 1080p is maybe even like City Skylines, or games that are very, very slow. Absolutely games like Hearthstone. If you're playing Hearthstone, put that shit in 1080p. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. Give your viewers that quality. Give them the higher quality. People will stay in your stream if you have a high quality like setup. Like, I mean, it's period. It's like people will watch just because it looks good. So make it look good. And that's the thing. That's why you stream in 720p for anything else. If it's a very fast-paced game, definitely in 720p. And the faster pace it is, the lower you want to take that. So even for Warframe, which Warframe is probably one of the fastest games I see on Twitch as far as moving pixels, sometimes I want to lower it than 720p, just to give you guys a clearer picture. It's weird how it works with a clearer picture, but yeah. Let's talk